Hi, young folks from Trinity Lutheran Church. Pastor Chuck here with the kids' sermon for the week. So I'm in one of my very favorite places on earth right now. And this is my garden in the back of the house. And I'm in my garden because I want to tell you about a story that Jesus tells for the gospel lesson today. It's one of my very favorite stories that Jesus tells, and because it's about growing things like I grow in my garden. Here in my garden, I grow things that we eat throughout the year. It's just kind of gives me a sense of peace and connection with nature to be out in the garden. Gardens are great. You should ask your mom and dad to help you plant a little something and grow in a garden. Well, anyway, the story that Jesus tells is about a guy who goes to plant some wheat. Now that's wheat right there, right? Now, wheat is what we make bread out of, or if you eat breakfast cereal, that's made out of bread. Let me take my hat off. Breakfast cereal is made out of wheat. But anyway, when people planted wheat in Jesus' day, they did it like this. They'd take a little bit of wheat seed, and you see here's where my wheat is growing, and they wouldn't just they wouldn't plant it by just putting a finger in the ground and then covering it up. No, they take it in their hand like this, and they just would spread it out. You see how that kind of flies out there? Maybe you can't. Let's try it again. They spread the seed out like this, and then it kind of covers the ground even. Now, I want to show you something. When I did that, look, some of the wheat fell on the path. That's too bad, because that wheat that fell on the path there, I walk up and down that path to do all sorts of things, to take care of the garden, and nothing can really grow in the path, right? Well, Jesus is telling us today that the Word of God is like a grain of wheat. The Word of God's love for us is like a grain of wheat. And if we tend it, and if we have it planted in our hearts, in the deepest part of us, it can grow and bear lots and lots of fruit. Let me show you this. Here's just one little thing. So here's, out of one little seed of wheat, this will grow up. This isn't a very big head of wheat, but look, there are probably, I can count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I bet there are 20 or 25 grains of wheat on there, out of just one little seed. So the good news is that the love that we receive from Jesus, the love of God in the word of the gospel, can grow up and become even more love for us if we let it grow. So the call for us today is to let the word of God fall right into the middle of our hearts and in the middle of our souls, and let it grow up into even more love for all of the people on earth and for the earth itself. Well, God bless you. The good news is that God loved the world so much that he gave Jesus, and that Jesus' love grew and spread beyond anything we can imagine, and we receive that love, and it nourishes us. Well, God bless you all. Have a really good week. Sometime while you're out and not able to get around and play with your friends sometime, go out in your yard and plant something. That's really a fantastic thing to see how God works in nature. Anyway, God bless you. We'll see you soon.